Marvel's first Loki series just dropped today, right? We're recording this on
As
Thursday.
we're
No,
recording, yes, the first episode was yesterday.
okay, good. Yeah, I mean Loki dropped. Very excited for this one, but my expectation and my anticipation was low for the show,
Uh,
especially from that last trailer. It
yeah,
was low.
pretty much. Like the episode was pretty good. I mean, I'm glad I didn't overhype it like I originally was going to, but it was a nice little episode.
Hmm.
But like you said, I'm not like that drawn. Like I like when the episode came out, I for WandaVision Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I stayed up till 3 to watch the first episode. I didn't even do that with
Hmm.
Loki. I was just like, nah, I'll see it tomorrow night.
You know, it's Marvel. Oh, they dropped a new series. All right, cool. I'll watch it. You know,
Yeah.
but I mean, in my experience, loved it.
Oh
Loved
yeah,
it.
it
I
was really good. It was pretty good.
like and that's like another thing. Like you don't have to get your expectations that high for something like this because I mean, it's either gonna disappoint you or just gonna surprise you. And to me, it kind of surprised me. I wasn't that excited for Loki because I didn't know how they were gonna bring back a character that died 3 times, but they found a way to do it, and they executed it very great. It was a bad idea, but a great execution. So I really did like that.
Yeah, like I don't feel the need to like keep coming back to this episode because it's not really like gonna be like WandaVision or like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where it's like you have to see this to like kind of get an idea on what's coming. It's just gonna be like a short little adventure with Loki time traveling. So I was like, it's a cool idea, but I don't really need to like be up in arms hyped about this.
Mm-hmm. Like I did, but from this episode, I realized that, uh, yeah, this show might have some big ramifications on the MCU.
Yeah.
Like I mean, obviously they're dropping names like multiverse and then time travel.
Mm-hmm.
What aneurysm? No, it's not aneurysms. No. Anachronisms, variants. They're dropping all of these different names. They can have big stakes on the MCU, especially with this being an alternate timeline, the first MCU alternate timeline.
Yeah.
It should be pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's strange because like it feels like they've like slowly been baiting us with like this multiverse stuff since like Far From Home. Even before that,
Hmm.
this is like, are they really gonna stick to that? And like, I feel like with Loki, they actually like can just go like full on like alternate timelines, multiversal stuff, because that's pretty much the groundwork that they've
Hmm.
laid with this first episode.
And like this is the first indication that this is what Phase 4 is going to be going forward. We're actually going into the multiverse. WandaVision, people speculate, no, it was mainly about Wanda and her trauma. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they thought, again, mutants were going to come in, expand the multiverse. That didn't happen because it was just about Sam Wilson and Bucky
Yeah,
Barnes living without Steve Rogers. Loki, he's already had his arc. He's already had like a lot of things. It's time for a new adventure, but this time we can expand of the MCU through him because he already had his arc. He
yeah,
died
we've already
basically.
had
But
Loki's whole redemption arc. This is like a new character
So
that they can just do whatever with.
exactly, he can go on time traveling missions and stuff like the Legends of Tomorrow. I don't think you
That's pretty
watched the
much
show
what they're
anyway.
gonna turn him into.
Yeah, literally, that's like my main thought going through this first episode. I was like, this is Legends of Tomorrow. They said anachronisms. I'm like, Legends of Tomorrow. The way that the time variance authority like traveled through different
Just
timelines
time
and stuff
cops,
with that
pretty
little
much.
vortex. Huh?
Just pretty much like time cops, like exactly what the legends did.
Exactly. And I'm like, yo, this is like very similar, you
Yeah,
know?
like because like it's going to all these different like multiverse and timelines. Like they really just have like the biggest sandbox to just do whatever. And like
Mm-hmm.
like I said before we recorded, like in the first episode, we already pretty much like got Loki like caught up to where he was in Ragnarok. Like he's not really, he
Mm-hmm.
knows he can really change. He doesn't have to be a villain anymore. And we got all that in the first episode. So they don't have to spend any time just going to be like, here's Loki's redemption arc again. Here's him trying to be better
Mm-hmm.
again. We've already got that in the first episode, so really you can just focus on the adventures that him and Mobius are gonna do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and obviously this is the same Loki from the Avengers. Like literally 20 minutes
Also, like
earlier,
20
he
minutes
was
ago.
raiding. Yeah, exactly. Like he was literally like flying around New York City, blasting buildings and stuff like that. He's still in like his villain state, but I think he's a little bit more calmed down now
Yeah,
because that he has seen his fate.
yeah. He
He's
literally
like, my
saw
glorious
Thanos killing him.
purpose, exactly. My glorious purpose that I thought I had
Hmm.
was to die. That's basically my story. So
Yeah,
I love that what they did
yeah. I really
with that
like how they
aspect.
said like his choices led to Frigga dying. Was it Frigg or Freya? Frigg, right?
Frigga. Yeah, Frigga.
Led to her dying. He saw
But like,
Odin accepting him and Odin dying. And even saw his own death from
yeah,
Thanos, who he was literally for him, he was working for like not even an hour ago. So you could really
exactly.
see him like in that moment just laughing about his glorious purpose. And I think Tom Hiddleston really just did a fantastic job in this episode.
Yeah, and like another thing, like how did they explain time travel and like this whole time traveling thing in just like a span of like 3 minutes
Oh yeah,
where you can understand it?
80s cartoons, like they literally drop like some of the most complex stuff like multiverse timekeepers, alternate timeline wars. Like how does that even work?
But they made it so simple. Whereas
Yeah,
Endgame, for a whole hour,
Endgame
middle
still
part of the
doesn't make
part, we're like,
sense.
exactly.
Endgame still
Like
doesn't
the
make sense.
future becomes your past, the past becomes your future. What?
But Cap gets to go back and be old. Yeah,
Exactly.
it doesn't
Like,
really.
how does that work?
And I really like how this episode really played with like Loki realizing, like, because if you think this is the Loki who still thinks like the tesseract is like some great power, then he just sees
Yeah,
like dozens of Infinity Stones just in some desk jockey's like cabinet, and you really get to
exactly. They're talking about they're using them as paperweights. What?
like this is the guy who just like he had an Infinity Stone in his scepter, and at the time he was like the most powerful like villain, like just there,
Exactly.
and then just to see
These
like all of this stuff, like that's really got to be eye opening.
right, it was eye opening to me. I mean, we spent 11 years trying to capture these stones, and like, oh, they're just in a junk drawer. This is a drawer I can keep papers and pens and stuff, random things. Like, but there's infinity stones just sitting in a junk drawer.
Be
That was
told
amazing to me. I
to
was
be
like,
told that the Avengers were supposed to break time and fix it, that you were supposed
yeah,
this is being told that it was never your story. Like you gotta think like, dang, like this is the Loki from Avengers. Like this isn't Ragnarok
yeah,
Loki who's like goofy, like friends with Thor. This is evil.
yeah.
Like he
This
just
this
killed
is
Phil.
not humble. This is not humble Loki from Infinity War. No, this is actual Loki who believes he should be above everyone else
Hmm.
because at the time he was the most powerful being on the planet.
So like this
But
they really did ground Loki really in just like a 50-minute episode. Like they really
mhm,
just like sped run like just like all right, evil Loki to now Loki questioning himself. Bam, just like that. Like you
yeah, it was
then
great.
don't need to spend 6 episodes getting to the Loki that we already had.
Hmm. Because, like you said, like he already had his arc. He's lived his life. He died. We know his relationship with Thor. We know his relationship with everybody else. You know, it's now time for a new adventure, and we don't need to do all of the background knowledge and stuff. And we handled that already in just one little sequence with him witnessing Ragnarok and watching through Phase 2 and stuff like that. So now, for the next 5 episodes, we can just move on with the story and see what this is going to be about.
Yeah, what can this new Loki do? But I'm wondering if
Mhm.
like I hope the show actually like ends off with like some certainty because like Falcon and the Winter Soldier like it kind of ended like how it started. Like we know Sam's Cap, Bucky's like kind of getting over the Winter Soldier thing. But you know, I feel like these last two
Mhm.
shows haven't really pushed anything forward all that much. I'm hoping
Mhm.
Loki can maybe not set it forward, but at least just like set something up. Like maybe something to do with like Ant-Man 4 or mainly just Doctor Strange 2. So I want to see
Mhm.
what they can like set up next in Phase 4.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people said like maybe Loki connects to Doctor Strange too. I can see how, but I at the same time I don't know
I would see it
because
more going to Ant-Man 4 and
Ant-Man 3.
what? Oh yeah, 3, not 4. Quantum Mania.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard some people say that Kang might be one of the time things. And I'm like, that could work because why would you want to introduce a big villain like Kang inside of Ant-Man? Like have him be an Ant-Man villain?
Yeah.
I feel like he would rather be like a Thor villain or something like
Yeah,
a bigger hero villain other than Ant-Man
Thor,
type of
Doctor
thing. So yeah,
Strange.
yeah, somebody dealing with time, you know.
Yeah,
But I just liked how they just basically explained time travel, all of that stuff. But like another reason like why I kind of don't get time travel in this show is the fact that okay, if a guy, no fault of his own, just arrives to work late or just, tries to get to work early or tries to cheat his way to get to work, he dies for that? Like he gets
yeah.
taken by the
I saw
time
what
variance
I think.
authority?
I think the show is gonna go like in the direction of revealing that the TVA like they're really not like the biggest good guys. Like I feel like they might end up like being more lenient towards time travelers because like they really like Mobius literally said like they are the divine power in the universe. And so I think it's gonna go through like Loki's perspective of trying to like discover like yo the TVA aren't actually all that good.
They're actually gods. They are gods. They guide our path. Wait, where are these guys and where were Eternals during Thanos? I'm
So I
just
think
saying.
it's gonna go like to be like who are they to decide what's right and wrong? Like what timeline gets to be the main timeline? I think that'd be a pretty interesting concept. But
Yeah.
do you think this Loki's gonna make it out? Because I thought at the end of the show they're probably just gonna reset him. Do you?
No, there's gonna be a season two.
Oh really? Was that
So
confirmed or you think
yeah.
so?
No, it's confirmed.
Oh well.
Yeah. So he makes it out. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he makes it out.
You think he's ever
Either
gonna meet
that
up
or
with
they just
Thor?
gonna. I don't. I don't
I
think
don't think
so.
so. I would
I
love
don't.
for
I
them
don't think
to,
he's gonna. Yeah.
but Loki's already died for Thor. Like Thor
That
used that whole
that's
thing of Loki dying in like Infinity War already.
exactly.
But yeah,
Like
it would
he's
be cool.
died 3 times in front of Thor. So
It'd be cool
yeah.
to see them meet because like that's like dude, I'll always hate Infinity War for that for just like killing Loki after he just got his redemption.
Hmm.
But hey, I mean they really don't have to because like I said, Loki's already like went through his arc with Thor.
Yeah, exactly. Like him and Thor already made up. But like one thing, like another scene that I really liked inside of the episode was the DB Cooper scene. Like
That was
that's
so
kind of
random.
fun.
That was so
It
random.
was it felt random because it didn't move anything forward, but it was hilarious.
And the trailer, I thought like that was gonna be like some huge like moment where like he goes back, he's DB Cooper, but literally
Facts.
like
I thought it was gonna be a mission. I thought
the
it was a
the
mission.
fact that there's just like a bet from Thor and even Heimdall was in on it, that's just kind of goofy and funny.
Like I literally thought that was a mission. Like the first trailer, I was like, "Oh my god, he's on a mission! Like he's raiding a plane! Like he's doing a plane heist! Like
He
that's
was
fire!"
DB Cooper, but they literally just did that as a joke to be like, "Yep, Loki was DB Cooper."
Loki was inside of history back in the
It's
70s.
funny.
So
It
yeah,
was funny though.
that's pretty fun. Exactly, it was pretty fun. I really enjoyed that. But man, like to me, I think this is probably the best premiere of of
I don't
of
know. I'm
the
gonna have to see how
Marvel
the
Disney
rest of the
Plus
show
shows.
follows. But like I think right now it currently sits between Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision. Because like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that was all action, and Loki, this is more just like building this new Loki for us, like the framework. But I think it's gonna
Mm,
be interesting. I saw someone say that maybe like all the 6 episodes are gonna be like them going after a different Loki. I mean,
hmm.
that would be kind of interesting, but I think that they're just gonna focus on the main like this main Loki, Lady Loki. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the Loki that was the person that was in that cloak is Lady Loki.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's the female
that's gonna be
Loki. It
interesting though. I feel like that is gonna be more interesting than Agnes or whoever the villain was. And what's her name? Carly.
oh
Yeah.
her Morgenthau. What?
But
Nobody likes
this
Carly.
pilot it really did just like set up like an interesting premise and just I don't know, I liked it. I like what they did with Loki.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, just like you, I mean, I didn't like it. I loved it. I enjoyed every second of it. It's totally different from anything that we've seen inside of the MCU, and that's what I really love about these MCU Disney Plus shows. But do you have any other closing thoughts?
Um nah, not really. I'm just like it's weird dang, it's weird that they're coming out Wednesdays now. Like Wednesdays feels like way less far away than like Friday to Friday.
Yeah, I love the tradition of like, okay, the week is over with. We can come home and sit down and watch Loki or Falcon and the Winter Soldier or WandaVision on Friday. Oh wait, no, it's the middle of the week. We can watch Loki on
This is gonna
Wednesday.
be the last like show we get for a while because after this it's like back to movies, right?
Yeah, we're going from actually no, because June, yeah, is this Loki month, and then July is Black Widow month, and then August is What If, and then September is Shang-Chi. So
You know what I
October is the
mean.
only
What if's
month
not
that we're
really
gonna
gonna
be.
like matter, but dang,
You said what?
what if's not gonna like matter in the same sense that Loki was, you know?
To you, maybe.
It's not gonna push the story forward. It's literally just
I said
non-canon.
to you, maybe.
Uh, but that's all I have to say. It was a pretty good pilot. I think it was better than
Yeah, it was.
WandaVision's pilot. Maybe not as good as Falcon and the Winter
Mm,
Soldiers, but I don't know. Well, I'll have to see going forward.
hmm. Well, great. Comment down below. What did you think of the the first Loki episode? I thought it was glorious. He liked it. He enjoyed it also. Please know that everything that we did say in this video is just our very own opinion. You're free to comment down below. What did you think of the first Loki episode? Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.